5, main engine ignition, all 3 engines up and burning. 2,
To whom it may concern.
1, and liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
Guess what?
We're back, baby.
And we're back!
It feels so good to be back. Let me see if I can find that.
Vince Carter!
Madman 100.
That's not right.
Whoa, man. Why are you bringing up old stories,
I know,
man?
man. I almost goofed that up. All right.
He's not even a has-been, John. He's a never was.
Damn, Mick's not bitter. All right, guys, welcome to the show. We are Skull and Bones Radio. Make sure you check us out on the iHeartRadio app, Skull, the letter N, Bones Radio, in addition to our website, Skull and Bones Radio. I am Jean Perrion. I'm joined by the handsome, the luscious, the long-haired Mickey 3 Jammersfield.
Oh, man, that's my girl right there, Riri. Every time I go to Pacific Beach, I think of her. It stones may break my bones.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
That's it, baby. Yeah, baby.
All right, and for those of us that are new, Mick, go ahead and get the social media out there as well.
Hey, man, you know what? We on that Twitter, we on the Facebook, and the Instagram. We ain't on that Snapchat, though, so don't be hitting us up there. It's real easy. Skull, the letter N, Bones Radio. Just like Guns N' Roses, not and, it's N. That's it. That's all it is.
All right.
Can't
cool.
mess that up. Hey, so guess what? I'm going to share something with you. You ready, John?
Yeah, man, hit me.
Hey, man, you know what? Every now and then you get blessed with a little, something, some kind of blessing falls from the sky for you. And guess what? We got a treat for you tonight. We got a local badass lead guitarist, and he's a singer. He's a double threat, as a matter of fact. He is a local legend. His name is Nick Costa, and he's from Surefire Soul Ensemble, baby.
Oh, man.
Ooh, hey, welcome to the show, man.
Did you? Oh, am I? So I didn't know that I was related to Nick Costa. No, everyone says Nick Costa. I was like, are you related to Nick Costa? I was like, no, my last name's Costa. But everyone's like, oh, Nick Costa. I get it now.
Oh yeah, that was my way of playing a joke on you.
Yeah, I played the joke. Although I remember listening to Nick Costa though when I was a kid. But yeah, dude, fuck yeah, Mick.
Yeah, so basically what happened was I saw this dude and I saw him playing a live gig and I had a baseball bat in the back of my trunk.
What?
And I was like, you know what, dude, this is a perfect opportunity for me to bring him to Skull and Bones. So I busted him upside the head real quick, knocked him out cold, drug him to the studio. Just threw some cold water on his face. Like, bro, we're not letting you go till you do an interview with us. He said, all right, man.
I just woke up. My pants were off, and I was like, well, I'm aroused right now.
Hey, that's more of a John thing. I had nothing to do with that one, I promise.
Guilty as charged.
The hard thing is that I liked it. It's like I woke up. I was like, I think this is fine, actually.
This feels all right.
Perfect, yeah.
So what we got playing right now from right here in the background, playing a little bed right there. It's that Face One you got going.
That's right, yeah. That's from the band Surefire Soul Ensemble. It's the main band that I'm playing with, led by Tim Felton, extraordinaire in town. Bunch of great players in there. Myself, Jesse Aduelo on sax. We got Willie Fleming on trombone, and we have some other players that come in for sit-ins for trumpet. Barry sax. All types of different instrumentation. We have Tim Felton on keys, myself on guitar. We have Omar Lopez on bass. We have Kiko Cornejo on congas. We have Jake Nager, infamous Jake Nager, local legend in town, on drums. We have Cheryl Felton on shaker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're getting that shout out to Cheryl over there.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm trying to name all the band members because they're what's up. But yeah, Tim Felton is the leader of that group, and so he's the one that kind of orchestrates it all and records it all, and and he gets all these really great musicians, to come in and play, and we have a great time. Yeah, so
he's playing the humble card over here, but of course he's a guitar player in the band. So this song would be.
I'm the guitar player, though, right? That's the most important thing of this whole event, right?
Absolutely, dude.
Everyone loves the guitarist and the drummer and the vocalist,
or the drummer. Yeah. It's like, I was like, which one's gonna get the most girls, drummer or guitar? Oh, the guitarist.
Absolutely, dude. You're like the Slash of the band,
Slash,
bro.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah, imagine Guns N' Roses without Slash. Oh, you know what? They tried that, and guess what? It didn't work very well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's not the guitar player. No, wait. Who's the...
Well, so basically, they hired these hired guns, and they were doing these Vegas shows at the Hard Rock. And they had these unknown names, phenomenal musicians, but unknown names. you know, it's just even though they might be technically better guitar players, they weren't Slash.
Yeah, dude, it's like,
You know?
that's the thing is that, the natural human inclination is to, we're so familiar with Slash is like whole aura that anybody else is just not going to do it justice. They might do it
absolutely.
justice in a different, absolutely, man.
But long story short, you are the Slash of this band, so don't sell yourself short.
All right,
I'm your
there we
hype
go.
man. Hire me as your manager. I could use an extra paycheck.
Yeah, Mick, I'll send you the contract, all right?
Mick's always trying to weasel something.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do in California. It's really expensive.
Damn.
All right, so what about this song, man? So what kind of, where did this come from? Did this fall out of the sky one day? You were just jamming on your fingers or what?
No, so, for this, it's instrumental music, so it requires a little bit extra storytelling via instrumentation, without lyrics. So
it's like emotional movement in a way.
Yeah,
okay.
This one is a little bit, so you hit me up, you're like, yo, send me some heavy rocker ones from the album, and this is off the second album, Out on the Coast, by Surefire Soul Ensemble.
Okay.
And it has a little bit of a heaviness to it. I wrote the guitar line, and wrote the main melody for it, and then the horn players, added their extra je ne sais quoi on it, added those extra beautiful like movements that is needed because they have a different mindset when it comes to arranging. But
Sure.
my mindset with this was I was thinking like, all right, like I'm hearing this song and I think like we all put a face on, when we go out in the world. So I was thinking this song, I was like, this is my face. This is like my face where I'm putting like my armor face, like where I'm gonna conquer.
Okay.
I'm gonna conquer anything like out
So
in the
this
world.
is game face right
yeah,
here.
this is like so. The reason why I wanted it to be face is because I was thinking like, okay, put your fucking game face on, essentially. Yeah, like put like what's your face, because we all have to have a face to just get through some of the bull that we deal with. So
Sure.
I was thinking about a little bit more spiritual about it.
Here, can I bring this up a little bit so we can actually
Oh, yeah.
listen to it? Okay, I feel it.
Yeah, so,
it's kind of crazy.
You get the people that do that. So you get all the homies that are like there to see the show, and it's like very funky and soulful, and they're like kind of hipped out, like smoking weed, and then they hear this song, and it's like do do do, and they're just like what the So you get like a different mentality with it, and you see everyone kind of like do the headbang a little bit, which is fun to see because everyone likes. As much as maybe some people might not like the heaviness on certain aspects, it seems like they can really dig the fact that like it's instrumental funk, but like with a little bit extra heaviness to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's fun. It's like it's always we have all the guys love playing it. We have fun playing because it just adds that extra heaviness. So
it's funny. We both actually, Sean and I, we both had a friend that was out here for a couple of years. His name was AC. We call him AC. His name was Andrew Coppola, and he moved back because he couldn't find a band that was like your band. And so it's kind of a shame that he moved like I think 2 years ago. But
tell him to come right back.
Yeah, dude, you got a band here waiting for you, man.
Tell him
We've been
to
trying.
Get over here. Right now, send him a naked picture. Maybe it'll get okay.
So how'd you even get into guitar, man? Like, okay, so everybody usually starts out with like that one girl they're trying to like slay at 12 years old when we're barely hitting puberty.
I know
right?
exactly what you mean, Mick. All right, I got so many slay stories to tell you. All right, no, it's serious. I started playing guitar when I was 10 years old, but it was the type of thing where like I saw one of my mom's friends' sons play it, and I was like, dude, that guy's so cool. I was like a 10-year-old or 9-year-old kid watching the 16-year-old play this guitar, and I was like, dude, I want to be just like
So
him.
you were 9, okay.
Yeah, so it's beginning to sound like a sick, like weird, twisted story. I saw this guy. No, dude, I just I just thought it was fun. I was a very ADD driven kid, so I was just banging on shit all the time, and I played sports a lot. So I started when I was 10, but I would play sports intermittently. I got into guitar heavily though, like in high school. Started playing in bands, and then when I went to college, like I started playing jazz, and then I got my master's in jazz at State.
Okay.
So now, and then that's how I met you, Mick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I teach some beginning guitar classes and intermediate guitar classes, and you're in the intermediate one.
I was in the beginning. He's trying to upsell me over here.
Hold on, let's rewind. You said you have a master's.
That's right. Yeah.
Damn,
But
he's
I'm not-
educated,
But,
man.
man.
but I'm not a master's in no way. Like I do not consider myself that. I just
See, once again, he's playing that humble card. What do they say? What's the saying? 10,000 hours to become a master of anything? Obviously, he got the master degree to back it up, and I've seen him play.
No, I did it because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I knew that I wanted to play music. That music bug bit me, and it's like that type of thing where I can't shake it off. Like my mom's an actress. Like I live in this kind of art, like theater arts world. Like if I ever get in a fight with
okay.
my mom, it turns into a 3-act play. You know? And it's like,
We get some Shakespeare up in here.
Shakespeare. Oh, dude, Shakespeare's her thing, dude. She'll kill it.
Brute. Right?
I think we have a song over here. What was the first song we were gonna do? Is what in my mind?
For the solo. If you wanted to play, so the My Mind is
Oh, we're gonna switch it up. Okay.
yeah, you can switch it up if you want. Totally. Yeah, we were at the My Mind is the solo project that I'm doing, and this is the first track off it. It's called.
Oh, so my bad. So we were
In My
switching
Mind.
gears. I forgot to say that. I'm a bad host here. So solo project over here is My Mind, where he's a singer and composer.
Yeah,
And,
doing all the instruments on this except for drums, which is played by Jink Nager. Yeah.
give it a listen. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
I like that.
I got a little bit of a chub going on over here.
Oh, dude. No, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I wish I could say it wasn't easy to do that for Mick, but
Hey, man, I might run for president someday. All right.
yeah, dude, I definitely like the vibe of that one. That's kind of it starts out a little bit slow, but then it picks up.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like it's a totally different realm when it comes to like if you know if you just like follow me and what I'm doing, I guess you hear the funk stuff with Surefire, and then it comes to this, and it's a little bit more like moody and like trip hoppy. But I've always been a fan of that like down tempo kind of like dark stuff. So I'm trying to get on that level where it's a little bit more. I'm just trying to find a nice sweet spot like where I'm getting that kind of those dark moments that I really kind of think in my head, but I still have like some elements where it's singable to people, or it's not too like.
Well, I mean, it's funny because if you think about like Alice in Chains, which is one of my favorite bands of all time.
I love Alice in Chains.
Oh man, there was like a definitely a darkness there that people could relate to.
Oh, totally.
So absolutely the same thing with your music there. There's going to be, I mean, not every day is a good day, and not every day is like a happy day. Sometimes rain clouds come in, and you don't want to sing "Sweet Home Alabama." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to sing something a little bit darker,
right? Exactly.
So this, that's kind of the idea is to try to create something that's my own, and then eventually. I'm gonna release an EP, hopefully early 2018. It's just, because all the instrumentation is done by me except for the drums. So,
okay.
So what I'm gonna have to do after that is once I have the EP is get a band going and get the right people to showcase the product essentially. So
sure.
But yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun, man. Like I have it's the type of thing where. It's like the one like job where I can sit at like a table and like work on it for like 8 hours and not
get bored of it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like maybe any other scenario. It's just that type of thing where like you just want it, you have to do it. You don't know why, you just like have to like kind of do shit like that. And so I'm happy that I have an outlet where I can kind of create my own thing, and and I'm happy with like how it's turning out. So. Just gotta get a couple more songs in there. I think there's like one more song, "Darling," that's that you guys have on there, but. There should be. I'm gonna try to release like maybe a couple more and then release an EP. Yeah.
Well, tell us about "Darling" a little bit. So where did that come from? I know some people it's crazy because like you do some like YouTubing on how people get their songs written and stuff. Some people honestly gotta say like, I'll just be driving, it'll just hit me, it'll zap. Some people are like, I sit at the piano. And
I think I don't know. I think some of this stuff might have some like pop stuff in there too. So it's a mixture of like hip hop, soul, funk, and like some popular American pop music, but. Darling, I think I was just thinking about, more so love and, just like thinking about like, calling like somebody that you really have a strong amount of love towards, darling.
Sure.
I don't call people darling, just like, hey, I only call like, I guess, if I'm talking about my girlfriend, just somebody that you like really have a love towards, but also there's trickiness in love and in relationships. So I think that the whole song is just about that. It's about, it's loving somebody quite a bit, but also